guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to bring you a Toys R Us haul. Now these were a few things that I ordered for mostly the bigger boys and for them to use at what we call table time. So twice a day during our schedule I have a time set aside, usually when I need to fully focus on getting dinner ready, or when it's kind of the end of the night, they've had their bath, they're in their jammies, and we've got a little lull of time, but we don't want them watching TV. We got in a really bad habit after Gideon was born in February. We had just obviously had a newborn, we had the 4 other kids at home, the weather was yucky, so we got in a really bad habit of just kind of plopping them in front of the TV or in front of the iPads, just while we could get things done. Gideon's almost 6 months old now, so it's really at a time where we kind of need to scale back from TV being our babysitter and helping us get things done and getting the kids doing something a little more active with their brains. So over the weekend I went online and I ordered a few things for the kids to hopefully kind of get their brains a little more active and not having them sit in front of the TV right before bed, which kind of gets them hyped up a little more than we would like and makes bedtime a bit of a disaster. So the first thing I got, this was more for Noah. He is 7.5, he'll be 8 in December, but it's something he's wanted for quite a while, and it was just your basic Rubik's Cube. So this was a really good deal. I think it was under $15. You can see he's already finished one side. He can usually get one side, but he hasn't quite figured out how to get a second side matched up. But it's really kind of kept him occupied either when we've been in the car or during our table time. He even took it to church, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but he took it to church on Sunday with him just to kind of keep him a little quieter than he normally is. So that was one thing we got. The other boys are really liking it too. For Oliver, who's only 2.5, well, he'll be 3 next month, so probably closer to 3 than 2. But he's enjoying just kind of seeing the colors. We're talking about shapes and all that, so that's been fun for him. And the middle boys are just having fun kind of seeing, how it works and all that. So that was that. And the next thing, these were 2 sets of puzzles. There was a car set, or kind of like a transportation set, and a dinosaur set. So Liam, who just turned 6 in June, adores puzzles. He's very much like his mama and really kind of calms down when he can focus on little details and doing puzzles. So these were a great deal. These are by Ravensburger, and like the quality of the pieces, I don't know if you guys can see, but like they're thick cardboard, and like the pictures on them are so nice and detailed. They're not like cheesy characters and stuff like that, which I'm not a big fan of. But in each box, they're for 5 and up, but for in each box there's 3 different puzzles of 49 pieces each. So they got 6 new puzzles that way, and I think these are only like $12 or $13 a box, which was awesome. So they got those 6 new puzzles, and it's great too because I can put one box on the table, the kids divide them up, and it's actually really neat the way they've done it. So you know which goes with which. One puzzle has like these stripes on the back, a different picture will have these dots, and then one is just plain. So the kids have to sit there, they have to figure out which one they want to do, and then divide them all up between who's doing which one, and then actually work on it. So I can just put one box in the middle of the table, and it keeps at least 2 to 3 kids entertained and working on that while I'm either doing dinner or just kind of settling things down in the house at night. This was one that I was really excited about because this is one I loved as a kid. This again was more geared towards Noah. Oh, the glare. But it's called Rush Hour, and it's by Think Fun. This one was a little bit more pricey, but I knew the quality of the pieces would be really good with a game like this because it was one that I remember having as a kid. So it did come with this handy little mesh bag because Lord knows with 5 kids this cardboard box won't even make it to recycle day. So it's got the cute little mesh bag. It has this grid here, and then a nice little pull-out tray at the bottom. And what they have to do, oh, this one's already been chewed on, but it has a card that'll show you how to set up these little cars on a grid. And what you have to do is slide either up and down or sideways the other cars to get this little red car to go out his little door. So it's got all your cars in the bag there. You just set them up here and then just shift them around as you will to get them out. So it's really gotten the kids thinking. For Noah, even the first card, I thought, oh, he'd probably blow through like the beginner series of cards pretty quickly, but the first one actually took him a few minutes to really think it through, and I could see the thought process happening of, okay, if I move this one here, how is it going to affect the other ones? So that was really neat. The younger kids are just kind of having fun driving the cars around, and they have tried it a couple times, but I think it's 8 and up. Yeah, it's for ages 8 and up. So it's a little bit on the higher end side, but it's one that I know is going to grow with the kids. So, you know, for the investment, we weren't too concerned about that. This was one that I got for Oliver, who again is just about 3. But it was these cute little cards, and it was like a picnic matching game. I don't have the box for this one because it didn't survive him seeing it come in the mail. But it's got 5 different cards, and they're double-sided of all these little different pictures. And then it came with a little bag. And in there, it's got coordinating wooden pieces to match the cards. So he can either just lay the card on the table and kind of match the pieces on top, or if I can find it, it has the little string with nice wooden ends. Like, these are good solid wood pieces, so he can actually string it through and practice his fine motor skills, and then line them up in the pattern that they have laid out for him there. So it's been great too. We're talking about different fruits and bugs and colors and shapes and all that, and there's, you know, obviously typical things like your grapes or bumblebees, but it's also getting us talking about fruits that maybe we aren't eating in the house. Like this purple one has eggplant, so it's obviously not something that we eat often, if ever. I think I ate it once and I realized I didn't really like it. I don't know what else was on here. Cherries. It's not something we eat in the house, so it's nice just to kind of get him used to visualizing what different fruits would be. And these are laminated as well, so they're not going to just be, you know, mangled in the first week we have them. And then this was the last thing we got. It's by Melissa and Doug. I'll try and show you guys without dumping it all out. But it was a 49-piece puzzle, and it's got the nice wooden frame. But again, these are like nice solid wood pieces, you know, bright colors, and it had a cute picture. It's like a pirate boat or whatever, but it was fairly detailed that even when Noah was working on it last night, he was like, Mom, like, where's the picture so I can see what I'm doing? Well, you got to figure it out, buddy. So yeah, that was what we got for the kiddos. We've done the table time at bedtime for, I think we're going on night 4 or 5, and it's been really good for us that way. Table time at dinner, I've been doing with the kids for about the last 2 weeks, waiting for Larry to get home from work, and it's really helped just kind of settle everybody down. They're not getting hyped up and bouncing on the couch and fighting over TV shows. They're just really having some kind of quiet personal time and just focusing on something, and it's educational too, so that was really good. One good thing about this, so as I was kind of adding this all up online, kids' toys add up very quickly, especially if you're buying high quality stuff, which, you know, Ravensburger and Melissa and Doug are good quality stuff, so it'll last us a couple kids. But it would have ended up costing us just over $100 for these few items. And we were so blessed that after the birth of Gideon, we got a couple of different gift cards, some from our church, some from friends and family. And really, when you have a 5th baby, there's not a ton that you really need other than like diapers, and we cloth diapers. So they'd really just been sitting around kind of waiting for something to pop up that we needed. So all of this was free to us. We just used those gift cards from everybody else. So this was a nice big blessing for our family. Yeah, so that is what we got for our table time activity toys. If table time is something that you think might work for your family, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to chat more about what we found worked and what we found didn't work, and I will chat to you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.